Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Appreciate you being on. Morning, Eric from Puerto Rico. All right, good morning, everybody. Well, let's jump right in here this morning. Let's get our week kicked off. Appreciate again everybody being on. So, good morning, good morning, good morning. Mike Keenan, good morning. All right, well, as everybody's joining in, again, some quick instructions for folks that may be new to Periscope. If you'd like to share this with a team or friends or whatever the case may be, if you swipe right or swipe up, and then obviously follow instructions from there, then good morning, New Jersey. Good morning, Brenda. Nicole Hibbard. Morning, Hibbs. And then you see some of these hearts going up. If you hear something you like, then just tap the bottom right of your screen. That'll be awesome. Always appreciate those. So let's get in. So where are you going to be in 2 years? You know, I got a great story to share that was on our team page yesterday, I guess it was. Pam Terstappen from Pennsylvania. What an awesome story she shared, and I just thought it was a great way to kick off the week. You know, Pam's been involved for over 2 years, and her post was that the very first person she spoke with more than 2 years ago who turned her down, ignored her, didn't do anything, didn't purchase product, etc., did absolutely nothing, has been watching her for 2 years. And yesterday, or over the weekend at some point, not only reached out to her, wanted information, took the assessment, and placed an order. So the point is, and the point of her post was, people are watching. So if that's not awesome and if that's not exciting, I don't know what is. That I was so fired up when I saw that. And, you know, it's about lag time. It's about staying engaged in the process and understanding that people will come back around. So, but here's the deal. Pam had to be present in the moment to be able to win with that particular scenario. So here's what happens. Okay. A lot of people, they get engaged and they start taking action, and then somebody says no or boo or what are you doing? Or they make fun of them, they ridicule them, whatever. And then, and they're out. They're done. You know, well, here's the thing. Most people don't want you to get further in life than them. So they expect you to quit. So your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your relatives, they expect you to quit. Well, don't live up or down to their expectations. Make sure you understand the vision and the reason, the excitement that brought you into the business. And I'm sure there are people from other companies that are on here. I don't know. You know, when people put the invitations out to their friends, et cetera, I don't know who's on. I don't even know everybody that's on. So, excuse me. So with our company, obviously, you know, we're health and wellness. We're a product company. It's important to remain committed to the process, committed to the company, and just keep going, because again, people are watching, and Pam is the prime example of that. And I can give you instance after instance after instance of folks that have seen the same experience, including myself. You know, where just because I was engaged in the process, people came along. So again, you know, the reality is that that people you know expect you to quit. Don't let them win by making that happen. So, you know, here's another part that kind of hits me is your friends, my friends. Okay, maybe you were a nutritional expert before any of this ever happened, before the company was in existence, and that's your background, and that's awesome. That wasn't mine. See, my friends knew I was not a nutritional expert overnight like that. So, because of that, that's the importance of using tools and third party and testimonials and things like that. So, you know, making sure that the conversation is not about you, but it's always pointing to something besides you is so important in the process, because the minute we try to come off as a nutritional expert, we just push everybody away because everybody knows our background. Everybody that we know knows our background for the most part, you know. So that's important. And listen, quitting's not an option. I don't know how many of you may have been on our team call last night, but we had a special guest, AC Cantera, who is just awesome, and he's actually my accountability partner. So one of my questions to him was, hey, you know, have you ever hit that roadblock or hit the brick wall where you just said, man, you just throw your hands up, I've had enough, I'm out, I can't take this anymore. And he actually said no, which I love because it just shows the level of commitment from day one. And to be honest with you, neither have I. You know, I knew we were going to do this. I knew we were all in. We were all in from the beginning. And I'm not really here to share that story right now, but bottom line is quitting is not an option because when you quit, you lose. When you quit, the naysayers win. So very important. And again, you know, the key is, you know, a lot of people, when they hit that frustration point and they quit too soon. They back off and say, man, all right, that's it. I can't do this. You know, your friends want you to go back to your comfortable world with what they consider the safety of whatever your current situation is or was, whether that's a 9 to 5 or whatever it happens to be. And again, I'm not knocking any of that, but they expect you to live within that bubble that they have for you, their vision for you. Well, we can't conform to that. We have to think outside the box. We have to think bigger. And again, that's what Pam did. And because of what she did, she was there when that 2-year point hit. That most people quit within the first 2 years. So she was engaged, involved. I see her at events all the time. You know, she's on the calls, etc. And she deserved to win. So when the person called back, there are one of two options for the most part. If she had quit, which obviously she didn't, then her response, more than likely, and this is what unfortunately a lot of people say, is, oh, that thing that didn't work out for me. No, I moved on, or whatever the case may be. Well, no, you know, because she was still engaged in the process. She was able to say, oh my gosh, yeah, it's awesome. This is what's going on. This is how I feel. I've got so many friends, and that's when you start sharing third party and testimonials and all that. And I don't know exactly what she did, but those are basically the two options. So instead of being that person who said, nah, I moved on, you know, it was one of those things, whatever. No, she was able to win because that person placed an order this weekend. So lag time is amazing. Again, that's one of the biggest things I learned from Logan early on. There's so many big things, but that was a big one. So, you know, we just need to keep sharing. We just need to keep going. You know, and here's kind of the way I look at this process and life is 2 years from now. So, you know, my question was, where are you going to be in 2 years from right now? You know, so whether you're brand new or maybe you're not, you know, maybe you've been in from the beginning, which is a little bit more than 2 years, but where are you going to be 2 years from now is the question. Well, the next 2 years are going to happen whether you're taking action here or not. Bottom line is 2 years from now, we're all going to be 2 years older. Well, why not be 2 years closer to our goal? Why not be 2 years closer to retirement, to financial freedom, to time freedom, whatever your goal in life is? Why not be 2 years closer to X amount of dollars per month? Because by remaining engaged in the process, that's what we get. So a couple quick quotes here. Both of these I love, and then we'll wrap it up. I came across this one actually this morning. When you get to the point where anyone else would quit, keep going. You know, don't throw in the towel. Don't be average. Don't be normal. Be above average. Be the person that says, that's not good enough. I'm going to keep rolling. Let's go. You know, most people would quit here. I'm not going to be most people. Let's keep going. So, and then the other one, I love this from Thomas Edison. Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like hard work. Well, what we're doing is hard work, but it's worth it. You know, what you do at work is hard work. So we can either keep going and put in the rest of our 40 years or whatever our other plan was prior to knowing about network marketing and our company, our opportunity, or we can stay committed to the 2 to 5 year plan. I know I talked about this last week, or maybe you're on an 8-year plan. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Pay your price. Keep going. Don't quit. You be the one that looks back and says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did that." Instead of looking back going, "Oh, why didn't I keep going?" Because people are having success. So, that's a good question. Who did the first quote, or who said the first quote? And I apologize. Actually, I didn't. You know what? That's an unknown source. I actually have it up on the computer, so that's unknown. So, great question. I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate y'all being on, kicking off the week, and I'm excited about the rest of the week. And we're gonna have some fun here this week. So, have an awesome day. And again, as always, go own the day. Don't let the day run you. Make sure you run it. Take ownership of it. And we will talk with you tomorrow morning. If there's anything we can do to help in the meantime, just reach out. Have an awesome day.